Hi guys, welcome to the Plot Malaysia. This is a special sort of a quick episode, just to preview the Bournemouth versus Liverpool match this weekend. So yeah, stay tuned. Just going to be talking about what to expect from the game, sharing some team news. Obviously, Jurgen Klopp had his pre-match press conference yesterday, so sharing some team news. And then, of course, as well, I want to spend some time talking a little bit about the potential Salah injury, how that could impact our season. And I think more importantly, just want to share some thoughts about who I think have been our players of the season thus far. So I'm going to nominate a few. I want you guys to drop your comments in as well as to who you think our player of the season has been so far. And then I'll give you my top three, and I'd like to get your thoughts on it as well. So yeah, let's get started. Firstly, talking about Jurgen Klopp's press conference. So obviously, we're playing away at Bournemouth. It's a Sunday night fixture, so early hours, Monday for us in Malaysia and Southeast Asia. Big game. We've obviously got injury issues going into the game. So Bournemouth are on a really good run of form, guys. Under Andre Iraola, they are performing really, really well. They've got to grips. Started off the season really poorly, got to grips. One of the form teams in the Premier League. Obviously, they've got our ex-man Dominic Solanke up top, who's amongst the top goal scorers in the Premier League. Doing really well for them. He's a really good fit for them. I think they play to his strengths. By the way, the birds on my chest. So they play to his strengths. They've got a really committed team as well. Some good midfielders, creative on the ball. Yeah, so they are going to be a threat. They're definitely going to be a threat. Now, from a Liverpool perspective, we're going to play away from home here. We've got our own injury problems. So I'm going to focus on Liverpool here, guys. Obviously, I was hoping Dominic Szoboszlai would be fit for this game, but apparently not. So he's still in the midst of rehabilitation and getting back fitness. So he's out for this game. Andy Robertson, even though he started running again in Dubai, he's still out for this game. He potentially could be back for Fulham based on what Jurgen Klopp said. Likewise, Dom Szoboszlai and Trent as well. I think Trent may take a little bit longer, but there are hopes he could be back for the Fulham game in midweek, which I think is crucial. We're playing away at Fulham, and there's a final at stake there. So he's going to be out as well. So that leaves us really thin for this game, going to Bournemouth. Now, like I said, they're a form team in the table. I'd love us to be at full strength. Give us the options. We don't really have them. So I think we're a little bit thin. Obviously, we've got Wataru Endo still away at the Asian Cup. He lost last night, even though he did score. Mo Salah is injured at the AFCON, and he's still with Egypt at the AFCON. It looks like it could be less serious than initially anticipated. I think he might be out for about 2 games or so, which really won't impact us while he's away at the AFCON. So here's hoping. It's a back strain, not a hamstring. Here's hoping that it doesn't impact Mo Salah's season with Liverpool, and he comes back and joins us before, hopefully, the Chelsea game, if not the Arsenal game at the Emirates, which is massive. So yeah, we are thin going into this game. And I've got an idea of who I think Jurgen Klopp may go with in the starting lineup. So I'm going to just narrate out who I think he's going to go with. And then I'd like to get your thoughts as well, guys, in the comments. By the way, like the video, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and leave your thoughts. So this is who I think he's going to go with. I think he's going to go very strong. Obviously, with the goalkeeper, it's going to be Alisson Becker. I think there's no real choice. So because with Andy Robertson and Tsimikas both out, I think it's going to be Joe Gomez on the left again. Owen Beck is back. He's been recalled from his loan, so he's an option from the bench, I think. In defense, I think he's going to go strong. I think he's going to go Virgil van Dijk and Ibu Konate in central defense with Kwanzaa on the bench. And then at right back, we don't really have an option with Trent out as well and Gomez playing on the left. It's going to be Conor Bradley, who had a really good game, by the way, against Fulham. So yeah, I think Conor Bradley makes his way into the starting lineup. Then in midfield, again, we're limited in terms of options. We've got obviously Thiago, Bajcetic out long term. God knows when they're ever going to be back. Dom Szoboszlai is out as well. Endo's away. So I think it's clear it's going to be McAllister holding. And then it's 2 out of 3, really. So I think he's going to go with Curtis Jones again, who's been in really, really good form. So I think his name's on the team sheet. Him and McAllister start. And I think there's a competition between Elliott and Gravenberch. Now, Gravenberch's been off form. Elliott probably plays better on the right as well. So I'd probably start with Elliott. I think he likes going Gravenberch because from a height perspective, physicality perspective, he gives us that. But I think in this game, Elliott is the one who's going to start. Gravenberch off the bench. Gravenberch been off form, obviously. And then up top, Salah's out. So, and Diaz has done really well down the right, actually. So I think Diaz gets to play down the right. I'm going to go with Darwin Núñez through the middle. Although there might be shouts for Diogo Jota or Cody Gakpo. And then on the left, actually, I'm shifting this around, guys. I'm shifting it around. My show, I'm going to do it. Diaz down the right, Jota down the middle. I think he's going to go Darwin Núñez down the left because I think Núñez has been really good operating as a left winger. So I think that's what he's going to do with Cody Gakpo off the bench, potentially either to play down the middle or off the left. So that's my starting lineup. I'd like to know what you guys are going with as well. In terms of prediction, I'm predicting a really tight game. I'm obviously going to go with Liverpool. I think it's really going to be a tight game. I'm going to go 2-1 at Liverpool. I hope we don't have to come back again, but it's going to be stressful. But nonetheless, it's going to be a tough game. So I'm going 2-1 Liverpool to get the win, just about get the job done, and march into the Fulham game at Craven Cottage. So that's what I'm going with, guys. I wanted to spend a couple of minutes just to talk about who I think our player of the season thus far is. Again, I'd like to have your thoughts, but this is who I think. I think Virgil van Dijk's had a fabulous season. He's back to his best. He's up there. Trent is another one who's absolutely up there. Kanate, obviously, injuries inconsistent, so he's not going to make my top three. Alisson has been fabulous again. Salah has got to be up there. You've then got Wataru Endo, who's had a good spell. I think I'm going to go with these three guys. I'm going to go with Virgil van Dijk, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Mo Salah. Those are my top three. I do have to give a special mention to Joe Gomez. I think he's been absolutely brilliant. As to play central defense, down the right, down the left, he's been brilliant. But those are the three I'm going with. It's Virgil van Dijk, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Mo Salah. I'd like to know your thoughts on this as well, guys. So you possibly could throw in Curtis Jones, but he's been injured for a spell in between as well. So I think in terms of pure consistency and availability, those are the three I'm going with. But yeah, so that's my roundup for today's show, guys. Again, good luck for the game over the weekend. We've got to win. City are on our necks. The 2 points behind us. We've got to keep winning. We're a depleted side. I'm worried it's a tough Bournemouth team, but I hope we get the job done. Just about get the job done is what I'm predicting here, guys. So yeah, till the next time, signing off from the Plot Malaysia. You'll now walk alone.